tomorrow is? What are your expectations and how much better can it be?
I expect us to be pretty sharp tomorrow when we practice. The one thing about this group is that I was very impressed with was the amount of football knowledge. That they know football, and so I expect tomorrow us to be on full. So obviously we have some young kids in the program that are going to get some reps, but there's a high expectation right now. I mean, there's an excitement in the air that went along with spring football. With the recruiting process and now into being on the field finally, and our kids had an outstanding summer. And they're ready to go. So exciting time for us. They're going to be right in this room, a couple hours to start our first team meeting. But just being around the building and the kids being up in the offices, you can tell they're very excited.
Coach, over the years, this organization has been known for outstanding offense and lackluster defense. Of course, Coach Herman says the operative word is physical smarts. How do you go about transitioning and building a unit that matches those expectations, number one, being very physical and playing smart football?
Yeah, it's a great question. You ask Coach Herman, our plan to win is to play great defense. And from a standpoint of the physical and mental toughness, that's the culture of this program right now, and that's what Coach Herman, and he relays that message down to us, and it's a must for us to get our units, and together we do it as a team. The physical toughness part about it is how we train. I'm a true believer in that. You're not going to have a physical football team if you're not going to tackle every day. You're not going to put kids in competitive situations where they have to be physical. And that's just all training right now. So to kind of answer your question, that's what we plan on doing. I think everybody here has heard Coach Herman talk about this is going to be an extremely physical camp, and he's going to be a man of his words, and there's a reason behind it, because you just can't go out and talk about we want to do this physically, and this is, you've got to do it, and hopefully through that training part of it, when we get into the opener, the fan base will see that.